Hey, it's your girl Shaiana Talia, and I just wanted to welcome you to my channel or welcome you back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I had asked my Instagram followers to leave me a few questions that they wanted to know about me, so I'm going to answer them here with y'all today. I'm very excited. I know it's been a minute. That's why I wanted to do like a Q&A type of video with my new setup. This is my content studio. I will do a house tour eventually, or I might just break the rooms down, but nonetheless, let's just hop right into the video because I don't want to hold y'all. I know how y'all are. It's short attention spans. Same. I'm gonna go ahead and just knock this one out of the way because I got it quite a few times and it'll kind of snowball into the other questions. But a lot of people keep asking me, am I single? Yes, I am single by choice. Y'all know my name is Lonely Girl, but I'm really just on like this renewal right now. And I don't want to necessarily settle down with somebody who isn't in the same like mindset as me. So I'm like, if that's the case, I need to get my mindset to where I want it to be. And that's just where I'm at with it. Along with that question, I got, do you want a family? Of course I want a family, and a family can mean many things. It could be your own community that you create. It could be literally giving birth to somebody, but truly I don't want to start a family until the Lord is ready for me to, of course, but until I'm married, because kids are a lot of commitment, and to make a commitment like that, I'm gonna need a bigger commitment to know that we are in this together, okay? Yes, I am single. Yes, I want a family if it's God's plan. Y'all had some really, really good questions. Then, okay. Okay, so the next one is, what do you think of marriage personally, seeing that you came from a supportive and stable household? Shout out to my parents because that's something that I'm forever grateful for, and I know that it is a huge blessing to come from a home like I did. My parents, they literally have shown me life isn't easy, but you can make it through. My parents had me at a very, very young age while they were still in their teens. They went through a lot of their own troubles, but they never let any of that trickle down into the household. Now that I'm older, we talk more about things and they let me in on more, but they did not let struggle define them or our situation or our family. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful to have two loyal parents who have literally been the definition of love in my life. And sometimes that's a curse and a blessing, because what I think is right or what I know is right, from example, other people have different perspectives, and I have yet to meet somebody who has kind of come from a similar background as me. So I feel like it's very hard to see eye to eye with somebody who doesn't really have the same insight or information or even just curiosity of love or about love that you have. To answer the first part of that question, I mean, the second, I'm not answering anything from the question. The question is, what do you think of marriage personally, seeing that you came from a supportive and stable household? I truly believe in marriage. I believe that if you really love somebody, that you have no problem with committing to them in the name of the word. And one thing I've been really doing lately, I don't consider myself very religious, but I have began to read my Bible and just kind of educate myself when it comes to not even just Christianity, but just all religions, you know? So yeah, I do believe in marriage. I do believe in making that commitment to somebody if you really care about them and you really want to create that union. But that is not just a decision that you just make with any or everybody. And it's all about intention. I can definitely vouch to that because my parents have had intentions to love each other through thick and thin, and that is so important. That's why I get so frustrated when people say that they can't commit, or that cheating is normal, or that the kind of lifestyle or idea that I have of love is a fantasy, because I've literally watched it my whole life, whether it was my grandparents, my parents, my dad's side of the family. His parents actually divorced when I don't even know if they were married, honestly. That's something I'm going to have to fact check. But my dad's parents split when my dad and his sisters were very young. and they went through their own things, of course, and whatnot. But I will say, in my upbringing, my grandparents have always had a very good co-parenting relationship. They never brought any of the drama to any of the family functions. For all that I knew, this was normal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, my normal is different from somebody else's normal. But every example of love around me has been nothing but a good one. I've never had anybody in my family like cheat on each other or like have a big scandal or like something crazy going on, God forbid. But like, what I come from is not, they're very genuine people. So I do believe in marriage, but with the right person. I think that pretty much answered like all the relationship questions. Somebody says, why you so fine? I mean, thank you. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm really trying to get more comfortable being in front of the camera, but I love my new setup. I wish y'all could see my view. It's so beautiful. I have the natural lighting right now. I've actually been in my apartment for almost 2 years, y'all, and I am just now feeling like I'm settling in. So get prepared, okay? Because your girl is back. I'm feeling better than ever. And yeah, but back to the questions. Do you still have your clothing brand? Yes, of course I do. I needed to step back for a minute and take a break because if y'all don't know, I'm signed to a music label and I have been working on getting this project together for really since the beginning of the year. It's been a big project, so I needed to just dial in and I had to step back from being so hands-on with my sewing and whatnot. But I'm back and the website is live again. If you want to shop, steffikut.com. The link will be somewhere right here and it will for sure be in the description box. But yes, of course I still have my clothing brand. Steffi Kut is named after my grandmother, and that is something that I really want to keep and grow and expand and nourish and watch prosper. So yes, I still have my clothing brand and we will be dropping some new items. So make sure y'all are following and subscribe to my email list. This one bounces off of that one. What was the first fit you designed and found out you was fine with it? I love this question. Honestly, I always knew. There's never anything that I go into saying I can't do this. I always know that I'm going to be good at whatever I do, respectfully and humbly. I actually say that because I know that that's something God has blessed me with. So when I say these things, I'm not trying to be cocky, y'all. I'm just being honest. There's never a doubt in my mind that I'm not going to be good at something because I truly put my best foot forward and I never think of failure as an option. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It always works out in my favor, but like I don't care how much the world seems to be against me. I'm just like, oh, the glass is half full, you know? And I'm human. Of course I have my moments. Of course you feel the weights of the world and whatnot, and you're supposed to understand your emotions, use your emotions as signals to guide you so that you can get to wherever you're needing to go. But yeah, I've never been the kind of person that was like, oh, I'm gonna try it out and if it doesn't work, I'm just like, it's going to work. The first design that I like made with my sewing machine was actually before I got my sewing machine that I started making with the bags. My great grandfather had passed away. I want to say I was still in college, so it had to have been like 2016, 2017. But when he passed away, he was a very eclectic man. Like his home was so colorful. He had fabrics on the walls. He was just very much himself. And of course, he was sewing his stuff too. So I guess it's just like a generational thing because I had no idea that he like would sew clothes or whatnot. But when he passed away, my grandfather sent me all of his stuff from his old sewing machine to his more like modern one, and I still have that one as well. But when he sent me that, I had a pair of thrifted red Gap leather pants. Oh my gosh, to die for, but they were too small for me. So I'm like, I've been holding on to these pair of pants for a long time. Let me do my first real project. And I forgot to mention this. At the time, I kind of went to this place, not even kind of, I went to this place, and it was kind of like a YMCA for creatives. And they had like studios in there. They had vinyl cutters, wood burners. They had, what is it called? Woodcraft, stuff like that. And one of the ladies in there, she used to sit at the front desk. I remember her seam ripping a logo out of a Forever 21 like sweatshirt, and I was just so in awe of the fact that she had enough patience to sit there and like literally seam rip a logo. And knowing what I know now, because I've been sewing and whatnot for a couple years, what she was doing was not that hard. So I know she was like, girl, you're really ODing it, but it is what it is. Like, ignorance is bliss. That's all I could say. But yeah, so I was inspired by her. I'm like, I'm about to go seam rip these pants and like try to make my own thing. So the first thing I made was like an upcycled, I guess I have it somewhere. It almost looks like a bikini top, but it's not. Definitely halter top vibes. I took the belt, took the pockets, all this stuff, made my own straps. But that's like when I knew that I had like a passion for sewing for sure. And I thought that, hey, this is the gateway to a lot of new things that I'm about to just try. Like, I love clothes, I love fashion. Girl, my audio cut out. See, this is the thing. I always start these YouTube videos and then something wants to malfunction. So we're just going to ignore the fact that the audio kind of changes from this point on. I love y'all so much, and I really appreciate y'all for watching. I'm still getting the hang of this, okay? I didn't know the audio stopped at 15 minutes. I thought it was going to keep on rolling. So we got 15 minutes worth of audio for whatever it counts for. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. I don't really like spending my money on things that, everybody else has. Like, what's the point of that? I've always loved to thrift, so it was never, it just made perfect sense, So to answer your question, I've never really doubted that I wasn't going to be good at it or that I wasn't going to be fine with it. And I feel like every design, even if it doesn't come out the way I expected, it comes out just the way it's supposed to be. And that's fine within itself. What have you learned in your career that has most impacted your creative direction? I have learned that life is constant renovation of self. So even when I'm feeling that gray cloud or whatever you want to call it that makes sense to you, whenever I feel that feeling, I know that I'm about to come through with my best idea. Whenever I have those moments of like, not even uncertainty, you just don't really know what's going on, that's how I know that whatever is next for me is on its way. So I think the one thing that I can say that has impacted my career the most creatively is just creating through the storm and not giving up and not looking as failure as a roadblock and not even acknowledging failure as failure. I have really tried to become more patient with myself, and I just allow myself to be human. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I always allow the spirit to come through and to guide me, and you can't stop at go. That is something that I always have to remind myself. You cannot stop at go. So renovating yourself and just allowing myself to go through the process has really impacted my creative direction in the best way. Okay, I'm gonna do this next one. Is still career driven. I have 2 more questions after this that I'm gonna answer, but this next one says, why don't you ever drop your music? Girl, I know I probably get on y'all's nerves because I know that I have my loners, and I don't want, we gonna work on it. But I know I got my people that really wait on me to like drop music and have been loyal. The last time I really dropped and had like a big project was probably 2019, pre-pandemic. And I want y'all to keep in mind that I did sign to a label, and I was very loyal to this label in the sense that I stopped dropping because I was signed to the label, you know. So I'm not really sure. Moving forward, it's going to be completely different, but and even with them now, I'm working on releasing a project. But I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to myself, and I'm sorry to everybody who has been wanting me to drop music, because it's unacceptable. And I don't care what you're going through, what's going on in your life. Your God-given talent is given to you from God. So who God bless, no man could curse ever. And I'm gonna just say that and move on to the next thing. Do you believe in drugs? Okay, this is a good one. Do you believe drugstore makeup can work just as well as high-end makeup? And then they put in parentheses Sephora and Ulta. Yes, I do. It's just about making sure you're using the right products that go with each other. And what I mean by that is you cannot use silicone-based products with water-based products and expect for your makeup not to separate. It's not necessarily about the products you're using. It's about the knowledge that you have to use those products and those tools. All right, and we're gonna end this on a very light note. Somebody asked me what is my favorite color. If you've been around for a minute, I just want you to, like, before I even say it, I just want you to guess. Dun, 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 dun. Cues Jeopardy music. My favorite color is green, y'all. I'll never forget when we first moved to Memphis, my parents asked me what color do I want my room. I said I want it light green, not lime green, like this peaceful, calming green. And I want to say the name of the paint I got was like sweet pea green. I don't know, but it was so nostalgic. If I could paint a room that color again today, I definitely would. Like, I used to love my childhood room in Memphis because growing up we lived in a lot of apartments and things like that, and I even used to share a room with my brother and my cousins. So when we moved to Memphis and I had my own space and my parents allowed us to like be creative with it, I was so excited. So yeah, that green is a green that I'll never forget, and green has always been my favorite color. That's all about me, y'all. I really appreciate you for sticking through and watching this video. I will be uploading a lot more. I want to make it a point to build my community on YouTube and really just commit to inspiring and to learning and growing and sharing my journey with y'all, because I know that I'm a very private person, hence my name is Lonely Girl. But I think your girl's ready to open up just a little bit. So hopefully this Q&A kind of showed that, proved that a little something. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video. I have some things in mind, but I'll see y'all in the next video. I love you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching once again. It's your girl Shaiana, Talia, and I'll see you next time. Bye.